Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. Let me just delete this, take that out. About BNB, yeah, so BNB has currently a structure that you could understand as a top in place, or at least nearly in place, but as already explained in the last video, we are still in this ascending channel. And several interpretations in this channel are possible, and I don't really want to confirm yet that a top has been made here. At the moment of this low that we've formed in a couple of weeks ago, actually, in our support trend reversal areas, since then it has only really moved up in 3 waves. So it has a possible, it's a possible B wave top. Let's say it like that. Yeah, it could easily just be an A wave, and B wave, and a C wave, but I don't really think that's the case anymore because it came up a little bit too high for a B wave. So ideally, it either continues to move up further now in this ending diagonal in a wave 5 that we discussed in the last video, which would be a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a wave 3 up, a wave 4 down, and it would be another wave 5 to the upside. Then we have 5 waves of that 5th wave of the first wave. Then we have 5 nice waves up into the target area. And I would just use here the trend line probably as best possible target. And let's say if it takes a bit longer, talk maybe around $350, maybe a bit more, yeah? Or another possibility, and that would be a much more bullish structure. And some coins currently are developing a possible structure like that, but it's a bit uncertain, yeah. It is also possible that this here was only the first wave, because if we talk about here, this being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it could also be that this is just the larger wave 1 in 3 waves of a large diagonal, yeah. So a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could always happen, which is why it's so important to not necessarily trade the count, because there's usually 1, 2, 3 possibilities. Yeah, this is what many people don't understand, but I preach it and preach it and preach it. But trade the pivot points, yeah, trade the decision area. So for example here, this was an accumulation area, this was an accumulation area. And if anybody bought in these areas, which is what they are for, you know, you have to decide if you pull the trigger or not. I can only give you the areas where I believe the price is going to turn around. Then you can just let it run. Yeah, you can just let it run and see what's going to happen, because as long as it's holding the last swing low here, which was here, the important one of the wave 4 at $293, as long as that's holding, everything's okay, and it can just carry on moving further to the upside. What could be a strategy, and again, there is no right or wrong, you know, we have reached obviously the next pivot point here. You might want to reduce some risk depending on what you did. Maybe you went long futures, maybe you used leverage, I don't know. So you could think about de-risking a little bit up here, and then just watch what it's doing. Maybe take the initial investment out, things like that you can do. Yeah, again, that there is no right or wrong here, but as long as you lock in some profits, I think you've made a good decision. And then it's just to wait for the next setup. Yeah, I mean, next interesting trade setup in my opinion would be if it comes down now into this box again between 275 and 296, then because we might be in that yellow count, even though I don't necessarily think it's very likely, but it's possible if we come down now, we might have a deeper wave 4 and then get a wave 5 afterwards. So it might be another long entry point possibility, yeah, for anybody who likes to do some swing trading, you know, buying in here, scaling out here and watching, and if it comes down, scaling in again. Just some ideas, yeah. And as long as I don't have a clear top in place for wave 5, I can't really give you a target for the larger wave 2, which would then be the next high probability entry point. So that's sort of where we are currently with BNB. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.